Hi, this is Mrs. Clark, and today I'm going to show you how to code your own pixel art so that you can write your own questions, and as people answer them, your design will pop up a little bit at a time. And we're going to be doing this piñata. I'm going to show you an example of the type of project that I'm talking about. Here's another one. It's a different design, but as people fill out the answer boxes, if they answer correctly, pixels are going to pop up, eventually creating your design. And that's what we're going to do with this piñata. You can get this exact template if you click in the link in the description. You can code along with me. You can also make your own design. Just make sure that the picture is all finished in the way that you want it before you start coding. The next thing that you want to do is write your questions and answer them. And to write in these boxes, you just click and start typing. You do want to make sure that they're very straightforward questions that only have one answer and that they're not open for interpretation, because we're going to be coding whatever is in your answer box. Go ahead and pause the video and write your questions and answers. Now that I have my questions and answers, I'm going to get ready to start coding. When I'm coding this, I am going to code the answer boxes. I won't use the question boxes anymore. There are 9 boxes and 9 colors in the design. So each box that I code will be for a specific color to pop up in the picture. This is the code we'll be using down here. I suggest you write it down. It is equals $column, $row equals answer. That first part, the column and row, you're going to be writing down the column and row of the box that you're coding, whether it's this one, or this one. And then the answer part, you're going to tell the computer what answer someone needs to type in order for your code to activate. So for example, when we talk about column and row, this box is in column B. So for the column, I'll write B. The row coming over here is 4, 5, 6, and 7, but for the code, you use the first number, which is the 4. So it is B4. And the answer to my question is 9. So when I write the code, it would sound like this. Equals $B, $row equals, $B, $4 equals 9. When I code this box, it would be equals $B, $8 equals 20. When I code this box, it'll be equals $B, $12 equals Denver. So you're just telling the computer column and row of the box that you're actually coding and the answer that someone needs to put in. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and pick a color that we want to start with. I'm going to code this first box. Let's do the orange. I do always like to click on the color and make sure that I know where to find it up here. So this is one of the standard colors. Okay. Then I'm going to go back and click on the box I'm actually coding, which is the answer box, and open up the conditional formatting window. To do that, come up to this menu. If you don't have it, click here. Click on Format, come down to Conditional Formatting. This is the window that we'll be using for all of our coding. You can see that this box has turned to color and it's starting a code for it. The first thing I'm going to do is pick the color, which is that orange I was just looking at. The next thing I'll do is write my code. I do that here. So click on this, come all the way down to Custom Formula Is. This is where we write that code, telling the computer the column and row and the answer. Equals $B, $4 equals 9. That's my code. And in fact, I can show you that that box is successfully coded now. So if there's nothing in it or a different number, it's white. And if you put a 9 in it, it turns orange. So that is successfully coded. But of course, I need to also include the oranges from the piñata too. To do that, I come up here to the range. It already has selected B4 through B7 because that's that 9 box. And now I'm going to click on this and add the rest of the oranges in. First, hold down Control with one finger, or Command if you're on a Mac. Then you're going to start clicking on all the oranges in the design. The reason I'm holding down Control is because that allows me to not lose things I've already clicked on. As I click on these pixel arts, it keeps everything else that I had before, including this answer box, which is really important. Now I'm going to take my finger off of control and slide this up, and I need to do 3 steps. First, I hit OK on the range, then done on the code. Finally, very important, I need to come up here to this box and click reset. Otherwise, they'll stay orange no matter what. Click off of it, and now let's test it. Come up to this 9 and hit delete or backspace. The orange disappears. Put your answer back in, and then you actually have to click off of it for the code to activate. And there it is. I'm not going to leave it there because I want my piñata to be disappearing, so don't get confused about what I have and haven't done yet. So let's do our next one. Coming down and clicking on the box I want a code, which is the 20. And in a second, I'll click this. But first, I want to pick a color. Let's do the yellow. And I'm going to click on the yellow and figure out where I can find it. So that's right down here. Now I'll click back on this 20 box, that's the one I'm coding, and click add another rule. Come down to the paint bucket and pick the color that you want. And now we'll write our code telling the computer the column and row of that yellow box, and that someone would need to type 20 for it to activate. Equals $B $8 equals 20. The code is ready. Now I just need to hold down control and select the yellow pixels to add to the code so that they also turn yellow when someone puts the answer in. You can click and drag to select multiple at once like this. Also, if you click on something that you didn't mean to, like a different color, you can just click again and it will deselect. I'm going to take my finger off of control and I'll do my 3 steps. Hit OK on the range, done on the code, and then coming up to this paint bucket, I want to click reset. Everything's selected right now, so I need to click off of it and then come up and delete. And then I'm going to test out both of them. Good. All right. Now we'll keep going. I'm going to do this one, and I'll show you that if your answer is a word like Denver, the code is almost the same, but you have to put it in quotes. So I'll show you. Let's do the dark green. Clicking on the dark green to figure out where it's located. It's the 4th one in on custom. Coming back to click on the code, or on the box I want to code, which is the Denver box. And I'm going to click add another rule. I'm going to select the color first. Then I'll write my code. So I'll write it the way we've been doing before. $B $12 equals Denver. And the box turns white because there's a problem. If you're having a word instead of a number, you have to put quotes around it like this. There we go, now it works. If it's a number, you don't have to do that, but if it's a word, you have to put quotation marks around it. Hold down control, and now I'm going to select all of the dark greens in the design. Just now realizing I left a little bit of yellow in the middle, didn't I? Well, I'll go back and add that. Okay, I'm going to hit OK, done, and reset, and then I can test it. Disappears, comes back. Let's do one more, then I'll fix that yellow, and then I'll put it into super speed. I'm going to do the light blue. Let me click on that light blue and see where it's located. All right, it's in the custom colors, great. Now I need to remember to click on the box I'm actually coding, which is the Mercury box, and click add another rule. I'm going to choose the color I want it to turn. Now I'll write my code. Equals $B, that's the column, $16, that's the row, equals Mercury, and I'll put it in quotes. And the capitalization doesn't actually matter for the code, it won't impact it. Clicking on apply to range now, I'm going to hold down control so I don't lose that answer box, the box that has mercury in it, I want that to definitely also turn blue. And now I'm just clicking on all of this color that I can find. Now I'll do my 3 steps, hit OK, done, reset, and delete. I'm going to fill everything in now so I can show you how to fix that yellow part. And then I'll do the rest of it a little bit faster. So I left out that middle part. What I'm going to do is click on the box that has that yellow code, because this box doesn't have a code associated with it. This box does. This allows me then to open up the code. Click here, slide this over, and now I can actually add in, just add that middle part to the range. I'm going to click add another range, holding down Control, and I'm going to select the ones I forgot earlier. And now I'll do OK, done, reset. So now that yellow is actually part of it. Okay, I'm going to put the video into super speed and I'm going to code the rest of it. And then we'll check in at the end and see how it looks. All right, when you're all finished, the piñata should be gone. And you can see as I click through these boxes, the codes on the right there are going to pop up so that if I need to open them, I can access them that way. Now I'm going to close this tab and let's go ahead and answer these and see our piñata come to life. Pretty cool. All right, so there we have it. Now, if anything went wrong, that's very normal, especially as you're learning. There's a video here, and you can also just find it on my channel. It's called Pixel Art Common Mistakes. It's for troubleshooting. It'll tell you how to fix little mistakes with your pixel art. And let me know if you have any questions. I hope this is fun for you, and enjoy the coding.